Prerequisites for ground driving with one lead line. Sarah Zeisler. So we're here showing that she's totally okay with the rope being swung around her head, and then totally okay with turning to face me and putting herself where I'm behind her. And since we did it all the way around her rump, here I make it a little harder and I go just at the base of her neck. And going the other way. She had an itch. I love how soft she is about turning. She's really relaxed. She's not, not bothered by it. She's just like, okay, I'll turn around. So there I actually made it a little more challenging by going higher up on her neck. I wanted to see what she would think about that pressure. And she thought about it for a second and then did it. And again, here I'm pretty high up on her neck, so the pressure coming from the halter is a little bit different than when it was back down lower or around her rump. She's a little confused by this one. Like, what do you want me to do? Here she thought I wanted her to take a step forward as opposed to yielding her front end. So I backed her up a smidge and then tried again. There she took one little baby step. There, turned away from me there. Wasn't. And there, she turned away from me and started walking along the wall. And decided to go out the main door. So she again wanted to go out the barn door. There I'm trying to get her to turn away from me so that we can walk again along the side wall. Oops, she stepped on a lead line. Oops. Working on steering her away from me. stepped on her lead line again. Trying to get her to steer away from me. And here I knew she would want to go through the door again, so I was ready to apply a little bit of pressure with the lead line to stop her, and sure enough, I was successful in stopping her prior to her exiting that barn door. I have noticed her being a little defensive when asking to trot on the lead line, so just doing some desensitizing, rubbing her with that lunge whip, just kind of to let her know there's no reason to be defensive about it, no reason to be worried by it, just letting her know that. Asking her to steer away so that we can head to the left. And having her steer back away to the left because she clearly wanted to turn and face me. And what I'm asking for here is her to stop. And the slight difference in the pressure of turn versus stop, so pulling a little more laterally versus kind of a little more directly underneath them, a little more straight back versus to the side. So I was trying to get her to understand the difference between those, and so stopping that pressure a little quicker can also before she were to turn, so just to give a little bit of a subtle more subtle cue, but also adjusting the angle at which that pressure is coming from can help to achieve a stop versus her to turn. Here she's kind of deciding, I just want to go wherever I want to, and I'm like, no, we're gonna go the way that I'm directing you. So there I wanted to turn her back towards the wall because she wants to come in away from the wall. But I love how quiet she is with this. I love how responsive she is in turning. Um, she's we're having some really good moments of communication between the two of us, where she is responding to where I want her to go and is yielding very, very well. Um, it's just very calm, very relaxing. The whole this whole training time was just a very great experience of her. Um, us kind of, me directing her and her responding, and it was just very, very, very good communication. She had the tools to be able to respond to what I was asking her to do, because we broke it down with the prerequisites beforehand, so I knew that she was knew what those individual steps meant, and she's not overall very pleased with this session. There, I was asking her to turn into the wall, which was a little more challenging for her to do because the wall is there blocking her. I also feel like her facial expressions during this are one of, um, kind of just contemplation. She's not upset about anything. She's not worried about anything. She's not angry or irritated at me for, kind of how I'm cueing her. Um, Her overall expression, for the most part, is one of just trying to figure out what I'm asking, and I'm doing pretty well with it. So there I was asking for a stop, and she decided to turn, which was not what I was going for. So I'm redirecting her back the other way. And yes, there's a gate that closes over that barn door opening that I could have certainly closed, but it kind of offered a new challenge and a new, um, spot for her to think about, what she was going to do, uh, because that wall stopped there as opposed to it being, physically blocked off. So I thought, so I do like that, I was giving her another um, opportunity to be able to kind of think about something. Could I have, closed that gate and, prevented her from doing that? Yes. But I don't want to have to rely on that all the time. She needs to be able to walk past it and still listen to me without um, always feeling like she needs to go out that door. Right there, I asked for a stop, and I got the stop. Well, then she inched forward. And another nice stop. Such a pretty turn right there. And asked for another stop, and that one was beautiful.